one call every year.
Oh, sorry, Gary. Just one question. You had an assist for Arcona. Was that the fire out on?
Yeah, that was kind of wild. We got called for it, okay?
Yeah.
And so we're listening to the street name, yep, that's correct. But we're not, the 911 number doesn't make sense, it's too long. Well, you haven't got time to talk about it because they called it structure fire and really express the fact that it was engulfed. So out we go, we get out there and we're standing there and we go, guys, it's not our call. And the police are already there and he's done the street. So finally he calls dispatch and he goes, it's in Arcona. So we went, oh, I wonder if Jim wants us to drive down.
Well, that's one that was on a Sobel.
Yeah.
That's the only call we had, structure fire.
Yeah, that's what I wondered, because I didn't think there was any of the structure fires in the area. And I thought, how the heck would you guys get a call for it?
I never had that happen, it's the first time.
It came in from Middlesex dispatch to Wallaceburg, and then they sent it out. And Wallaceburg just got instantly confused and saw a Sobel road and tried to err on the side of caution and dispatched the boat out.
Okay.
We knew it was ours, we could see it.
Yeah.
It was big, low.
Yeah, big one. Thank you.
Other than that, I was not last week, I was working under the north end of the province. The tank has been temporarily repaired. There's to be permanent or more permanent repairs completed yet.
That company.
You still haven't come back to that?
No, it's they welded plastic. Fort Garry are gonna have a technician when they're in the area come in and put a flexible coupling between the pump and the tank to avoid happening again. I've been in contact with them numerous times, and for one reason or another, they haven't managed to get this way.
Are they covering that?
Yes.
They are.
100%.
100% underwater. You had said when it was connected, they said, well, you got one of those that didn't have the flex. Right. Okay. So
But the tank itself, a 25-year warranty. It was a company from Minnesota. They drove right up and the redneck got a hole in it and jumped inside with a breathing gear and started welding with plastic. A little different.
You're too serious, Jim.
It was scary.
Get oxygen in.
Yeah. We've been really fine.
Okay. Training update?
Just working, actually spending about a half an hour every training meeting going through any of the guidelines.
So you
had a change. Decided to do it, present it rather than trusting people to read it and signing off because they would just sign without going through it. And now we're scheduled into research on our CPR, first aid, and DFID and O2 administration.
Doing well.
Of course. Keep it short. Staff report 5.1. Janet, do you want to take us through this one?
Just basically, I did provide the information to the fire chiefs directly prior to the meeting for council, so they were aware of what council would be discussing. From that meeting, a resolution was passed that we share the information with them, and as I mentioned, I'll start having meetings with them to get their perspective and views. But if you want to give them an opportunity to speak to it tonight, we've been around this issue before in the past. Thank the fire board, so if not, we can carry on and do our meetings like the former CEO did as a chief meeting and bring everything up to date.
Yeah, I guess you were the only one that was there, Jerry. What did you get rid of?
Well, it was basically a repeat of what we've had a couple of times. The biggest thing a couple of little things I picked up on was like, we have captains, we've got assistant chiefs, we've got a pump operator and that, some have lieutenants, some have whatever. And what he was saying that all 5 departments, we should have the same thing. If you have a lieutenant, then I call the guy a lieutenant, not a pump operator or whatever, or not an engineer. I picked up on that. It's minor thing, but it does make more sense for council when they're listening to us talk, that they're still in the same frame of mind. Like if somebody said, well, my engineer got the pump under control, and I go, you mean your lieutenant? And, you know, that kind of thought. And I thought that was, he spoke quite a bit about standardizing
Yep.
equipment. We've already done that. We've come a long ways on that. The joint training, that was talked about. Again, we're on the right page for that. Inspections, I thought we got that under control. But he was talking joint inspection.
I guess he was trying to make the point, or I got from him, that whether you hire somebody to do that training is still the chief of that department, or
Always.
so you have to make sure that you're clear that he's doing his job then.
Cause I know Dave does that,
Yeah,
I do that, I'm sure you guys do it too.
Yeah, sorry, I was just gonna say that we are getting the reports, sometimes not as quickly as we'd like, but he does hold on to them. If he has to go back and do the follow-up, then they're marked complete when we do receive them, and the chiefs do get a copy as well as an
You get
office
a
copy
copy
for
and
us
sign it.
internally.
I think what he's getting at there is, they operate under our direction, and I delegate, which I don't do. I know I don't do it, and I'm sure nobody else does. We delegate our authority to Steve under the fire code to do his inspections. So, I mean, that's something that you may have to look at. Either you can delegate it through your assistant to the fire marshal card, or I will give Steve something in writing that I delegate my authority under the fire code for inspections only, and then let him go. But he needs cards,
He does have.
Yeah, he has.
but he needs one for each fire department.
Okay.
And I don't know who's signing for those cards.
That was another thing we're going to get straightened out, that we found out, or I
Yeah.
recently found out.
The chief has to sign for those cards, because that's where he's delegating his
The
authority. Not the clerk in the form means of a fire department, of a municipality that doesn't have a fire department, then clerk is the chief fire official. And there's not an established fire department.
So when he comes out and does an inspection, he leaves his card as Wilton Shore's card. He doesn't say specifically for a department on it.
Well, that's just his ID card. If they were ever to question him or something, if they refuse him entry,
Right.
then he's to show that assistant to the fire marshal card.
Right.
They can still refuse him entry, but then you go get a warrant, and then,
Or he gets
we have more rights of entry
Yeah, I was
than a
gonna
cop,
say.
honestly. They'll
There's
ask
two
us,
separate things there. There's the identification from Lantern Shores as well as it's currently authorized through the fire marshal via Lantern Shores.
the only thing I can say, Jan, is, it's just, I don't know, we have to sign it, so we might as well fill out the form.
But we also do have a contract with him as well through Lantern Shores for the inspections, and it
Yeah.
is a signed contract for the.
But I think he should, well, it is for 5 different fire departments, so, and I'm not delegating my authority to go in and inspect Jerry's. Jerry wants to do that. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think.
we just have to check to make sure those things are all meshed together.
In my department, I only have 2 people that do it on the card.
Yeah.
Myself and Stan.
I
Some
typically
departments
don't have
a
any,
whole bunch on there, and I don't want that.
no,
I
and they
want-
recommend you only have, like you say, 1 or 2. I should have 1 more, who I'll just put my deputy on it, but
Yeah.
having a whole bunch of ridiculous guys carrying them around,
Well,
it means nothing if they don't
you end
understand
up
what
with
they're
one
doing.
going on a trip too, eh?
Hmm?
You end up one that gets a little bit
Yeah,
carried away. The other thing you mentioned was the, or say, SOGs, and I don't know if you didn't follow through those or what, but he was saying that they should be the same for all 5 departments. Well, they are.
They are.
Yeah.
did he not have any information or what?
Oh, no, he had a lot of information, he had research before he come, but that one he missed on, I know he did.
Cause I think I know exactly, well, we should all know what they're gonna, he put a focus on a fire prevention program, which we have. Did he, public education, which we have, a smoke alarm policy, which we have, it's all in the SOGs.
We have it all, we've got it all.
And there's for all departments.
Yeah, I guess, I guess from a council perspective, and this is something I was surprised at, you have 9 people whose asses are on the line. If our policies around suppression and response and protection